My darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. Scorpio, I am going to be doing your reading this evening with regards to love. I felt guided for my next round of star sign readings to focus on love this time, and love for another, as well as obviously love for ourselves. I wanted to do Scorpio first because it was a chance for me to be able to say thank you for all of those who have watched my last Scorpio reading. I think it's 50,000 now, which I'm just so grateful for, and for all the comments, the beautiful comments I've had, the likes and subscribers. So thank you so much, Scorpio. I really am so incredibly grateful. I can't actually express how grateful I am. And so I'm going to be focusing on love for you this evening. And we're just going to be seeing what comes out of the cards. This is for those that most need to hear this message. If the reading does resonate with you, I would be very grateful if you would comment and like and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means it was not for you at this time. But there will always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, as guided by spirit. And I'm going to be using my vice versa tarot, whichever cards my little Dashan puppy Nut hasn't destroyed, because she's now joining me on daily readings, and also my otherkin tarot as well. So it's the otherkin and the vice versa tarot. Let's just get that the right way around so you can see it. So let's move ahead with the reading. This is for those that most need to hear this message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Let's just move those cards out of the way. Thank you. There we go. Well, that's flown out for you. So you've got here the High Priestess has come out straight away. Let me just move that card out of the way. So I want to just show you this card has two different sides. All of them have two different sides to this. So this High Priestess card is asking you, my darling, to focus on what you actually know, what in your heart you know about the situation. There are things that you may not be willing to look at right now, truths that you may not be able to feel that you can face. But this is asking you to really dig deep and go into your intuition at this time. There's almost a sense of time to this, that it's almost like time is of the essence for me. And I feel you've got to a point where you're looking at something and you know you need to dig deep on this one. You are in touch. You're very much in touch with that knowing of yours. You are a very intuitive person as well, and there is an essence though within you that you are very grounded, but you have slightly in this situation lost sight of what it means to be grounded. So whatever you have done before in the past, or whatever it is that you enjoy to do that allows you to feel much more at one with yourself, at one with nature, go and do it. Go and do it now, darling, because those answers will come through to you at this time. There is literally like a thin veil at the moment between what you may be telling yourself about the situation and what you actually know. And I think things are coming through to you in dreams as well. So let's move forward with this reading. But just to reiterate one last time, there is this need for you, and I know I talk a lot about this in my readings, but trust me, it really helps when you have thoughts that are going around in your mind that you can't quite make sense of. And that is to stand back and observe it almost dispassionately, whatever it is that you have come to this reading for, to stand back and observe what is happening around you and what, if it's making you feel uncomfortable, it's trying to teach you. So let's dig a little deeper on this. Things aren't quite so black and white as they may appear to you, as well as I'm also seeing with this. But you are coming at this, and I will say it that way, you are coming at this with a very pure intention. Which is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got the Sun card that's come out here. And this is this is this side of the Sun card, and that's the other, but this is the Sun card here. So the Sun helps the seeds to grow. So this is a time in your life where you are going through a sense of inner healing. So interestingly enough, the High Priestess talks about healing that you can receive from others. And the Sun card talks about the inner healing that's happening because the Sun allowed seeds to grow. So this period of time in your life, whatever this period of time is for you is a time of nurturing. It's a time of growth for you. It's a time for you to connect not only with your intuition, that clarity, that insight, which is represented here by the white horse, but also your, it's like your freedom of speech, but it's your freedom to voice how you feel about things too. And there is an inner child within you, that I feel hasn't been able to express how they feel. And if this reading is resonating with you, then you'll understand what I mean by that. That I think there have been times in the past where you haven't been able to speak truly how you feel, because in doing so, you felt the fear of perhaps losing something that was important for you. There are people around you that are in your life to come and help you on this, and you are gaining clarity. And there again, this word purity is coming through to me. There is a sense of complete pure intentions in whatever this is within relation to you. So straight off the bat, we've got two major arcana. So whatever this situation is with you with love, these are two big life-changing cards. So whatever this relationship is for you, do also know at this point that it is here to help teach you things that maybe you haven't allowed yourself to look at before. It is to help a lot of reaction. You may have had reactions in relationships before that you realize at the time were unhealthy, but you kept reenacting. And this relationship is to help you renew your faith and trust and belief in yourself, renew your self-love for yourself. And even, you know, when we feel fear and we feel anxiety, that is because deep within us, we do have a self-love for ourselves, even though sometimes we can lose sight of it. And now I can see the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So the Four of Swords is primarily about healing. So it goes back to that Sun card. This is a time for nurturing for yourself, for you to appreciate whatever the situation is. It is for you. It is for your soul to evolve. And our souls do call in experiences to help us, mind, body, spirit, remember who we actually are, because we can lose ourselves in relationships. Not because we intend to lose ourselves in a relationship, but it's because we're so focused on loving the other person and what we want to do for them, which is wonderful, and how we want to care for them and how we want to love them. But in doing so, we lose ourselves in that relationship, and we put ourselves second, and that isn't good for us. That isn't healthy for us. So I feel with you at this time, there is a wisdom that has been gained with this. There is absolutely wisdom that has been gained with this, and it's that ancient wisdom. It's coming through now, that ancient wisdom that our soul holds within us. So, you know, our mind retains that information from our lifetime and regurgitates that information. Sometimes it's things we want to tell ourselves. Sometimes it's things that we have told ourselves. It's not kind to ourselves. Sometimes it's things that other people have told us, but we apply that information, that data that we've told ourselves to every situation. And that's why we have a tendency to react, have a reaction to things. But now you're sitting in that contemplation. Now you're sitting in that space of, I do feel, observation, because you wouldn't have had the Sun card come out otherwise. This is a time of deep inner growth for you. And it's only in the dark when we truly grow, just like seeds grow in the dark. You know, we were created in the dark as well. We grew in the dark before we appeared, you know, as individuals, as souls on this earth. So there is this ancient wisdom. It does at this moment in time feel as if you're feeling very alone, my darling, and you're feeling confined to whatever space you're in. But I want you to try and trust that your soul knows what's happening here. Your soul is experiencing this, is asking you to experience, for your soul to remember, for your soul to evolve, for you to come out of this wiser and more understanding of yourself, and with more compassion for yourself. So these swords are representing those points, literally at the point of a sword, those aha moments, those points of clarity that you're now receiving, and it's coming through for you because you're willing at this time to go through this shift and change. You're not looking at this point of time to do another reaction with something else. This is a beautiful card, beautiful reading for you. So let's find out a little bit more about these three cards. So we've got the High Priestess, the Sun, and now the Four of Swords. And now we've got the card that's come out with my little Dachshund puppy. Went and chewed up the other day, so I do apologize for this, but as you can see, she had a lovely time. This is the Ten of Cups, but it's the reverse side of the Ten of Cups. And again, you know, this is in that dark time. The tide is turning for you. The tide is turning for you because at this time, and I don't know if you can see, this she's standing there in this fountain, and she's sort of got her back towards these Ten of Cups. And what this is saying to me is that you're letting a lot of things go at the moment. You're releasing a lot of things that no longer serve you. And you may intentionally be doing this, or it may be happening for your greatest good, but things are leaving your life in order for other things to come in for you at the right time. And by not focusing so much on others this time that may be involved in this relationship, this situation for you, but by focusing on you, which is what you're doing, you're allowing the tides for things to happen in natural timing. These cups sitting here, this Ten of Cups, that is that more than wish fulfillment. It is the gifts from the universe, things coming in for you, those manifestations at the right time. And when you're in this space, my darling, when you're feeling this way that you may be feeling, and it's never very comfortable going through these transformational times. It's all very well and good being happy and feeling fantastic about life when things are going well for us, but it's when we feel like it might be going against us is actually when we really step into our power, if we wish to embrace that change. And the tides tell me as well that as you go through these surge of feelings that you're going through at this time, do remember, just like the tide, those feelings come and go, they come and go. So if it is a particularly difficult time for you at this time, and I'm just looking now, you've got here the Knight of Wands here. No, I'm sorry, it's the Page of Wands, and I just want to show that to you in a second. It's a particularly difficult time that you're going through. Trust that those feelings that you go through do recede. You are given a little break from them. You have that period of time, and just imagine it like a tide coming in and out and in and out. But you've got the lotus flower here. I am so embarrassed about this card. You've got the lotus flower here, and that lotus flower, you know, the lotus flower only grows in dark, murky waters, and out of it comes this most beautiful flower. So you are needing this time, this transformational time, to turn to see the beauty of who you are, to appreciate who you are, to come to that extraordinary place of self-love. There are those sort of demons in your head, those things that you're telling yourself about yourself at this time that are negative. They're not true. They are that judge data that you, and we all do, tell ourselves over and over again, because it's all our mind has there. That's why you have to start to trust, to go within to the purity of your soul's speak, your soul's language. Your soul has unconditional love for you, and your soul knows why you are where you are right now on this path. We've got this Page of Wands here, and interesting enough, this is the kind of day side of it, but the one that was on the bottom of the deck is the night side here. So for me, look, can you see it's like a phoenix rising up from the ashes? So, and it's like Moses in the sort of burning bush. You are being given help. If you just need to say thank you for it. You just need to ask and say thank you, because just like Moses in the burning bush and him giving the help by God, you are in a sort of on a journey that feels like it's there's going to be no resources for you, there's nothing there for you, and ahead of you on this journey there is, my darling. And just like the phoenix rising up from the ashes, this journey is going to be a very powerful journey for you. And out of that fire, you know, it's like a storm as well. You know, once the fire has gone, you're left with, you know, this new growth that appears. You're left with what needed to come out of the ashes. Things have to disappear in order for the new, the freshness, the newness to come in. And I'm seeing the Six of Wands there as well. So that for me talks about you will be, I don't like to use the word victorious on this journey, but you will feel that you have achieved an extraordinary achievement as you move forward with this journey. And it's always free will, my darling. It's always a choice. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have to say for Scorpio, for those that just need to hear it for this reading? They want to jump. Thank you, Spirit. I wanted to come out, and that one definitely wanted to come out. So you have got, you've got here the Four of Wands has come out, and on the bottom of the deck you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I want to show you first of all the Four of Wands. Okay, so we've got here this, the Four of Wands talks about a commitment, something beautiful, something committed, that I feel is coming in for you. It's something that as you go through this journey is coming in for you. You've got the ram's head lying there, which is actually a skull of a ram's head, and then you've got the dove there for peace. So for me, what this is, Spirit is saying to me is, with the ram, there is that it also talks about a kind of a new start, but the ram has a tendency to sort of charge forward. There is a stubbornness there, there's a courageousness, there's a bravery there as well. But it's the end of that ram in terms of, if you allow what's meant to unfold for you to come in for you, if you allow yourself to not be so focused on what you think is best for you, but to actually trust that your soul, that inner piece of you, that piece of divinity within you, my darling, because that we are all connected through our souls, that universal soul, the universe, God, him, her, whatever you want to call it. And that's within us. And if you trust that your soul knows what is for your greatest good, what is going to bring you great joy, then allow that to happen. It's going to bring you into a sense of peace and allow you to let go of what's going on up here quite a lot and start to just say, okay, I may not understand why I am exactly where I am at the moment. I know I'm going through a bit of a change. I couldn't quite explain it to others at this time, but yet people seem to be coming into my life that do understand and are here for me. It's going to bring in what you truly desire and what you truly deserve. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the, that's very beautiful, you've got this Knight of Pentacles. So for those that know tarot, know that the Knight of Pentacles is kind of the slowest moving knight, but he's my favorite knight. And he's the knight that, like the tortoise in the hare, he's done the journey, and he's done it slowly, because on that journey he has not charged forward, not reacted. He has taken it at the natural pace that he should take it at. And when he has felt a need to stop and rest, he stopped and rested. Sorry, my phone. So, but he's got the antler here on his head. And I haven't used these cards for a long time, so it's fun for me to do this as well, because I love seeing imagery that I haven't seen in a long time. He's got the stag horns on his head, and that is, there is something that he's been through that is quite profound, and there's a nobility to it there. There's it's very beautiful, and people notice stags, don't they? There's something very regal about them, and he's, whoever this person is, that's coming in slowly, is coming in with the right intentions for you. And he, again, with this journey here, do you see the land is barren? So he's done that same journey. Now, where are we? Where is, oh, it's gone back into the deck as that Page of Wands, where you are now, with this exploratory time, this time of tentatively beginning to say, no, I trust what I want. I trust what I need. This, you know, you're at this, pages are at this sort of, they're like messages, but they're transitional places to take you. You know, change is good, my darling. Change takes us from one place where we are to one place where we need to be. So this Knight of Pentacles is coming in at exactly the right time. You have had to walk away, or are contemplating walking away from something that no longer serves you. And again, it's something that has been terrifying for you to do or to contemplate now that you're doing it. But you feel that that you need to do it. And you've got here the sun and the moon together. It's that intuitive side of you is telling you this is what you are looking to do, and then you've got the sun side, which is it's bringing in that inner healing that for you. So let me have a look at what else. I'm going to put that one back in the deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you need to say? Okay, so now you've got the Eight of Wands and you've got the Page of Cups that's come out. So let me just show you both of these cards here. So the Eight of Wands is about wands represent our passion and our desires and our creativity. The Eight of Wands is about communication. Now, this can be communication from spirit, communication from your soul. So do be aware of signs and synchronicities. You've got Pegasus here. You've got a little bit of magic going on here, and you've got growth that's coming from whatever communication this is. It's going to come in suddenly. So if this is communication for yourself, this is something where you're going to gain this insight. And I know you already have started to, but it's going to come. It could come in at nighttime. It could come in your dreams, whatever it is, be very aware of it and just keep saying, thank you. Thank you for whatever insight I meant to gain at this time. Thank you for the answers I meant to know at this time. And then you've got the Page of Cups. So the page again is that we go back to, it's a transitional time for you. Now this Page of Cups, it's an apology. It's, well, whatever it is, it's something heartfelt. It's something from the heart, and it's something that's going to make that person feel very uncomfortable to do so, literally like a fish out of water. Let me just put it there so you can see. However, they're standing in the water here. They're standing within their emotions, and they're not afraid to come forward. And this Page of Cups is also coming through. You see the water here with the Ten of Cups as well. So maybe this is somebody returning to you from the past. Somebody who has gone through this Knight of Pentacles, that journey that they needed to go through in order to find their way home. And when we release somebody and let them go, because if we try and hold on to somebody, attachment, we try and hold on to them, in effect, what we're doing is not allowing them, literally not allowing them energetically the space to do their journey that they need to do. And when sometimes people are brought together and then the universe just pulls them apart for a little while in order for each of them to do that necessary journey, to come back into a relationship that is not as it was before, has maybe some of the ingredients that it had before that brought you together in the first place, but actually those ingredients you've kind of developed a better way of making the most extraordinary dish, if that makes sense. So, maybe beforehand with this relationship, the cake was probably rising a little flat, and now, you've come up with, when you come back into a relationship together, and this is what I'm seeing here, that you've found a way, you come to a place where you want for them what they want for them, and they want for you what you want for you. And there is no pulling, there's no energetic pulling on each other as well. So they are, it's this, and again, timing, universe timing is so different from our TikTok timing. It'll happen in divine timing when it's right for you and it's right for them. At the moment, you've got this Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. here. So the Two of Wands is about a decision being made, and a decision that's being made from the right space, from the higher self. That decision is, you know, this sun is going down in this card, so it is not yet the dawn, it hasn't yet risen up. So it is a sort of deep rooted decision that's been made about the right way to handle things. So this is an interesting reading for you. Let's see what else they have to say about this Knight of Pentacles. Of course, you've got the Two of Cups has come out, my darling. So yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, so it is being guided by spirit. It is being guided by spirit, whatever this relationship is. You have both gone through you are both going through a transformational time at the moment. You see here the snakes looking to each other and very focused on each other. So snakes shed their skins, and it's a sign of transformation. It's a sign of letting go of old ways of being. I love snakes because they don't react from their mind with things. I'm so sorry, bear with me. Sorry about that. A snake has direct perception. It doesn't react from that. It doesn't have a reaction to things that we would see as a reaction from a pain body, from being angry. A snake reacts instinctively. It has a direct perception of its instinct. And so both of your souls have a direct perception of each other. And I feel like both of your souls, you know, you have a soul contract with this person. They both understand, your souls both understand what's happening here. They can see each other. I am sure you communicate in your dreams in the 5D. But do you see here that same fountain is there in the background? And so what Spirit is saying to me is, whilst your souls know what's going on, whilst everything is happening for you on this journey of healing, keep focusing, because she has her back. She's focusing on not on union, but focusing on herself and releasing things that no longer serve her. And I want you to look at this relationship that you have been in and to say, why did my soul attract this into me then? What then, when I was that person then, was it trying to teach me? Have I learned from that? Is this something that I would take into the next relationship I will be in, if it's with this person or another? We don't meet the next person in terms of where we are. It's how we finish the last relationship that really counts. And so if you carry emotional scars into the next relationship, you're going to have a reaction. Now, I see this as somebody coming back because of this Page of Cups and this apology. And there has been an ending to this, but your soul's plural intentions are so pure here. And you can talk to them energetically. You can focus in on a meditation and talk to them from that space of knowing, just like a web, like a spider's web, we're all connected energetically. You can send them love, you can send them light, you can send them healing. And it's from a soul space, so it's unconditional. But leave them be where they are right now. There is no rush on this journey. They are meant to be exactly where they are, and you're meant to be exactly where you are. I am going to use some of my spirit song tomorrow. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want to tell me? Thank you. That flew out. The Three of Swords. So there is still here, my darling, a heartache. You can't heal in the place where you were hurt. It's very important you begin to absorb and understand that you can't heal in the place that you were hurt. You need to be taken somewhere else, the space you're in right now, and they needed to as well, in order for you to go through this nurturing and growth time for yourself. And also with seagulls too, seagulls squawk a lot, and so for me, it's like there's a lot of noise, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger in that space. And so you've been removed from that. Let me see what else Spirit has to say. Thank you, Spirit. The Queen of Cups comes right back to your self-love, my darling. as you come into that realization of who you are, what you deserve, the healthy boundaries that you have for yourself, as you come into that space, you then have love for another, but it comes from an extraordinary full cup. You want to share in that love. And it is not, you're not looking for that love from somebody else to fill you, because your responsibility, my darling, isn't to them, it's to yourself. And while it's lovely to help others, to look after them, you're not responsible for fixing somebody else's life. You're not responsible for helping them manage their triggers. You're not responsible for transferring when somebody feels a certain way and they transfer it onto you. You are responsible for all that within yourself. And if this is what's happened, this time where you are right now is time for you, my darling, to focus on your healing, your evolution, because every relationship is for the evolution of our soul. And now I'm seeing, and it just flipped out from underneath my hand from the other deck, the Knight of Cups. I do feel that there is energetically a space where you both will come back together, but it'll be a very different emotional space, a space where you won't feel the fear and anxiety and the eggshells that you felt before. They won't feel the way they felt before, and you both were triggering each other. And when we get triggered because we're having a reaction to something, that same critical mind thing going over and over. This is a chance for you to renew your relationship. And now I'm going to finish because it's perfect for you. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups, this beautiful Six of Cups card, which talks again about the soulmate card, the soulmate relationship here. But this soulmate relationship has been given to you to help you heal some inner child wounds within you, and for them to heal those inner child wounds within them. And it may be at this time a little confusing, but just like the octopus is a reminder for me about being a master of fluidity, being able to adapt to change. Change is good. Change is how we evolve. And if you are going through this big change at the moment, please try and embrace it as much as possible. Keep saying, I am ready. I'm ready, universe, for whatever you want to throw at me, for my greatest good, for my self-love, for my evolution. And if you keep embracing change, it keeps coming towards you literally in waves, only as much as you can handle, my darling. You're not given more than you can handle. And this is absolutely fantastic. I am going to pull one more for you. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm going to finish on the Magician. So this is wonderful. This is to remind you that you are a powerful being. You are mind, body, and spirit. And that spirit side of you is connected to everything else. So know that you're a master manifester. Know that you create your reality, sometimes in conjunction with others, but you are very powerful. And those three tools of creation, what you think, say, and do now, you're placing into your future. So try and release all these negative thoughts that you may have at this time, and go into that place as much as possible of accepting where you are right now, even if you don't understand it, but knowing that your soul is wanting this, is wishing this, is yearning for this, for your evolution, for its evolution, for it to remember, for you to remember who you truly are. And that's when you come into this space where you are attracting towards you the relationship that you deserve. So, my darling, I hope that has helped with whoever has resonated with this reading. And I will be doing my wisdom in a nutshell this evening as well with my little naughty monkey of a naughty nut, Dash and Puppy, just for a couple of minutes. But I hope you enjoyed that reading and it helped you. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.